Hello viewers, welcome to a CLIL lesson plan about the effects of global warming presented by me, Sara, for my Didactics II class. Let's begin with a description of the lesson plan. The objective of the class is that students will be able to describe the negative effects of global warming. The student's level is intermediate and the time is 2 hours. As for the content of this presentation, we will have the 4 stages of CLIL and then our resources and references. First, we have our activation stage. For our first activity, students will be asked to bring one balloon and a candle to the class. Once in the classroom, students will make groups of 2, and the teacher will briefly explain what global warming is. See the citation. After that, students will be asked to light the candles and inflate one balloon with air and the other one with water. Teacher will explain that the balloon represents the planet and the candle the heat coming from the sun. Students will be asked to move the air balloon close to the candle very carefully. It will pop right away. Now students will be asked to do the same with the water balloon and they will see it lasts a lot. Teacher will explain that it is because of the oceans that our planet is able to absorb the heat from the sun. Then the teacher will ask the students what they believe would happen if the water inside the balloon eventually becomes hotter than the candle. Then students will be asked to discuss in pairs what they think would be the consequences if the oceans become hotter than the sun, and they will share one of the consequences with the whole class, trying not to repeat what was said before. For the second stage, Guiding Understanding, we will work with a YouTube video about climate change devastating effects. Here you see the link. And this stage will be divided into 3 stages: the pre-video, the while video, and the post-video. For the pre-video, students will switch pairs, then they will be sent or given different screenshots from the video and will be asked to try to guess what does it mean in regards to the topic. Then the teacher will show or write the sentences related to each image and will ask students to match the image they had with the corresponding sentence. Here you can find all the sentences for the pre-video activity. As for the while video, students will be given a sheet of paper with the following sentences. Will be asked to read the sentences in search of unknown words first, and then they will review the instructions with the teacher to see if it is clear. Finally, they will answer according to what they see in the video. They will be asked to compare answers with their partner, and then they will review the answers with the teacher. For the post video, students will be asked to answer these questions to their partner with their reasons. The questions are: what was the global warming effect that you find the scariest, the worst, the softest? Then they will be asked to search for 3 more global warming effects on the web and add them to the sheet of paper they had before. If they don't have access to internet, they will be asked to guess or deduce from what they've heard 3 more global warming effects. Now we will continue with the third stage, which is focusing on language. For this part, we will focus on adjectives, comparatives, and superlatives. Students will be asked to identify the adjectives on the sentences they have on the sheet of paper. Then they will have to classify them in 3 categories: adjectives, comparatives, and superlatives. Teacher will indicate that each category gives a different level to the adjective and makes it stronger. Then students will be given a sheet in which they will have to fill the chart increasing or diminishing the level of the adjective in each fact about global warming. Of course, trying to keep the same meaning as much as possible. They will work in pairs for this activity. Here we have an example. In the sheet, the students will be given just one of the versions of the fact, and they will have to complete the other 2. The teacher will be checking and providing feedback. Also, the adjective will be bold, as in the example. Here is the complete chart to use in the class. As you can see, all of the sentences have their adjective that they have to change in bold. For our last stage, creation, we have a very engaging activity in which students will be asked to create an infographic. It can be digital or handmade, depending on the tools they have at hand, to try to convince other people about the importance of being aware about the effects of global warming and what will happen if nothing is done about it. Since it is an infographic, students will be asked to use as few words as they can, but strong sentences to be persuasive. And of course, they will have to use images or drawings that are related. All infographics will be shown or displayed around the classroom as soon as they finish. And to conclude, we have our list of resources and references. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to leave your comments below.